as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And if you want the final metric on his top speed, brace yourself. Next-gen stats say that he hit an even 23 miles an hour.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down.
This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Here's Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Mahomes now to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Emmanuel Ogbah drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. This from 36 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And this time he's not going anywhere. He'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Second and 7.
Go. Choose the mic. Mike 2, Mike.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
2 and now on first down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Finding some room at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll go down at the 28. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Tua's throws taken in by Waddle.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Tua. Another catch there for Waddle.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
8 yards to go on second down. Mahomes going to throw. They complete it to Hill. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot.
Second and 10.
Tua sets up to pass it. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Flushed out right.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Tua now on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff looking right. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Watch twins.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Tua going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. The Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, it looks like an extra step was involved.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
And here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Again, Edwards-Helaire.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now here's Mahomes. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mahomes now to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now it's Mahomes again. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes, right side. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
First down, Kansas City.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Check 52 at the mark. Check 52 at the mark. Big stop, Lee. Big stop. Let's go.
Here's Calais.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and